Are you ready to become that version of yourself, the one who feels like a summer sunset at golden hour, the girl who walks into every room like sunlight, calm, confident, and quietly magnetic? She doesn't chase validation, she doesn't compare herself, she simply exists, and that alone is enough. She knows her worth like the ocean knows its wave. Steady, natural, unshaken. If that's the version of your becoming, you're in the right place. Because in this video, I am going to show you how to have a real summer of self-love. A summer of self-love isn't about being perfect. It's about slowing down, reconnecting with yourself, and becoming someone you genuinely like being. It's about your growth, your peace, and your happiness on your terms. So let's get right into it. Allow yourself to be yourself. One of the hardest things in today's world is simply being yourself. Social media makes it feel like everyone has anything together all time, but that's not the reality. We're only seeing highlights, not the full story. You don't have to be perfect to be worthy. You just have to be real. Your value is not defined by your past, your mistakes, or how others perceive you. Some people will misunderstand you or not like you, and that's okay. It doesn't mean something is wrong with you. It just means they're not your people. I used to struggle a lot with self-criticism because I would hear small negative comments from others growing up. Over time, I realized I had started repeating that voice in my own head, but that voice wasn't me. It was something I learned, and you can unlearn it too. When you catch yourself thinking about things like, I'm not good enough, pause and replace it. I am learning and I am growing every day. I am doing my best, and that's enough. Talk to yourself like you would talk to someone you love, and write things down. Journaling has helped me understand my thoughts instead of fighting them. Validate yourself. Self-validation is one of the most powerful things that you can learn. When you stop needing constant approval from others, you become more free. You don't need to look like everyone else, act like everyone else, or live like everyone else. Your path is yours. One thing that really helped me was stepping away from comparison online. I started unfollowing accounts that make me feel less than, and followed ones that inspired me instead. And I also learned to celebrate small wins. Even simple things matter. For example, I used to think that small achievements weren't worth celebrating, but I changed that way. Recently, I went back to one of my old hobbies, singing and playing piano. I learned a new song and even performed it in front of my art class. I was nervous, of course. I kept wondering what they would think about me, but I did it anyways, and afterwards I feel so proud, not because I was perfect, but because I did it for myself, and that's what self-validation feels like. Release what no longer aligns with you. Not everyone is meant to stay in your life forever. Sometimes we hold into people because of comfort, history, or even fear of being alone. But not every connection is meant to grow with you. I've learned that sometimes it's not even the person we're attached to. It's the feeling they give us, or the version of the future we imagined. But you can grow while holding into things that drain you. Focus on what you can control, your boundaries, your actions, your energy. Build a life that doesn't revolve around someone else. And trust that when you let go of what isn't right for you, you make space for what is. Stop people pleasing, aka learn how to say no. People pleasing can look like kindness on the outside, but often it costs you your peace. I used to struggle with this a lot, especially in situations where I didn't know many people. I remember being in a room where I only knew one person and I would automatically say yes to things even I don't want to, just because I was afraid of feeling awkward and left out. But over time I realized something really important. Saying yes to everything meant saying no to myself. Start noticing those patterns. Do you say yes out of guilt, fear, pressure? You don't need to reply immediately. You don't need to agree with everything, and you definitely don't need to abandon your own needs to be liked. Saying no doesn't make you rude, it makes you honest. And you can be kind while still having boundaries. Try new things, because growth happens when you step outside of your comfort zone. This summer, try doing something just because it interests you, not because you're trying to be good at or to impress anyone. Go on a solo picnic, try a new sport, learn an instrument, start pottery, learn a new language, cook something new. I recently started learning a few basic Greek words because I've always loved the idea of visiting Greece. I am not trying to be perfect at it. I am just enjoying learning something new little by little. I also want to try making some colorful summer meals like a rainbow grain bowl or a watermelon and feta salad with mint. They feel so fresh and perfect for summer, and you don't need a big friend group or a lot of money to enjoy your life. You just need curiosity and to take action. Embrace your uniqueness. This is my favorite one because everything about you, the way you look, speak, and exist, is already enough. Your features are not flaws, they are part of your story. We often forget that the things we criticize about ourselves are things someone else might admire because God made us beautiful. Instead of focusing on changing yourself, focus on appreciating yourself. When you catch yourself being critical, ask, would I say this to someone I love? If not, don't say it to yourself either, because you don't deserve that. Take photos when you feel good, express yourself freely, show up as you are. Your uniqueness is your beauty. Number 7, the last one, focus on yourself. Bring your attention back to your own life, not what others are doing, not what others think, but you. Exercise because it makes you feel strong, not to look in a certain way. Eat foods that gives you energy. Rest when you need. Create goals that feel meaningful to you. Spend time learning about yourself, your values, your dreams, your triggers, your boundaries. The more you understand yourself, the less you need validation from others, and the more peaceful your life becomes. And that brings us to the end of this video. I hope this inspired you to have a summer filled with peace, growth, and self-love. Remember, you can't control everything that happens around you, but you can control how you show up for yourself. And that changes everything. Take care of yourself, choose yourself, and enjoy your summer. Thank you so much for watching this video. I appreciate you. See you in the next one. Bye!